Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at the upcoming Buhan and Tien with the Legends All-Star banner, which by the way should be coming out on this Sunday, July 31st. Could potentially be the 30th for people in North America, but I think it's, the 30th, 31st, this weekend. This weekend the banner's coming out. All right, so I think we will start with Tien and move on to Buhan. It's very interesting. We don't really see buffs for like Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, like any of those superhero characters or super warrior characters. Tien is a ranged blue type. All right, so keep in mind these stats are not going to be reflecting the title buff. Let's go ahead and click this here. All right, so that's a lot of defense. His offense, actually, these stats are just pretty good in general. He's going to be over 260,000 blast attack. He's going to be hovering around 170,000 strike defense, and he's going to be over 170,000 blast defense. So the only thing to note is that he's a pretty one-dimensional offensive character because his strike's not going to be really that existent here, but a lot of blast, which is pretty cool. Blast and a strike card. Obviously, Super Warrior is really his only team, and Majin Buu Saga, but I don't really know if Majin Buu Saga is exactly what I would call a runnable team right now, but maybe it's going to become one. All right, so the strike card effect is -3 to own blast, or its cost for 15 timer counts. Huh. And then the blast one is also blast, or its cost. Okay, so it's just they're both helping him do blast, which is better because he's blast type. -3 to own blast, or its cost for 15 timer counts. 15 timer counts is actually a while, so I'll take that. Blue card is the Blazing Crane Strike. Massive impact damage. 25% to own critical rate for 3 timer counts upon activation. Draws a special arts card next on hit. That is an unlimited amount of times you can activate that. So he just always is going to be drawing a green card when you land the blue card. That's interesting. The green card is the Soaring Crane Stance. Shortens allies sub count by 3. Restores on vanishing gauge by 70%. Activates 3 times. That's really good. Gives him card draw speed and 100% to cure recovery for 10 counts. If only this had key. If only this had key. The reason why this would especially be good with key is because you're grabbing this after using a 50 cost blue card. So you're definitely going to be low on key when you use this, but this is a really good effect. I'll take that for sure. That's pretty good. The main ability restores on health by 30% and key by 50. Randomly draws at most 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. When you have, -3 to own arts cost for 30 counts, and then cancels on for downgrades. That's not bad. I mean, he's basically grabbing himself a full new hand, right? He's giving himself 50 key, 30% healing. This is not really like an exceptional main ability. This is like, a worse version of Angel Golden Frieza's main ability because it's not letting you nullify special cover changes. Z ability. 3% to special move damage inflicted by episode Majin Buu Saga, and 42% to tag Super Warrior, Majin Buu Saga, or just blue blast attack and strike defense. Okay, that's a pretty good Z ability. Only problem is it doesn't really have a lot of application like in the non-leader slot, because are you really going to be running a Super Warrior team? Are you really going to be running a full blue team? Are you really going to be running a full Majin Buu Saga team? Maybe. I mean, Majin Buu Saga might be getting a bunch of buffs here soon. I don't know. We just got Super Vegito. We could be getting a Zenkai for something. We just got Ultimate Gohan. I mean, maybe. Okay, so the last minute reinforcements is the first unique ability here. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restores own key by 30, 90% to damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, cannot be stacked. Reduces damage received by 60%. Okay, so we're just doing this now, right? We sort of saw this start with Dragon Fist Goku. LF Dragon Fist Goku has 60% reduced damage received in his unique ability. I guess we're just moving up to 60% now. We had 50% for a while, now we're just moving to 60. Okay. Reduces enemy key by 30. Okay, that's actually pretty good for like cover changing and killing someone's combo. Following effects occur if 40 timer counts have elapsed from battle start. Restores ally health by 20%, activates once. So that's going to be activating at 140 counts remaining in the match. 10% to damage inflicted by allies cannot be canceled, activates once. 10% of damage inflicted by ally tag Super Warrior or Majin Buu Saga or Blue. Okay. and then inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 60% to key recovery for 5 counts. That is very specific. Okay. So, I mean, remember, these buffs are also applying to himself as well. So he's healing 20%, so the whole team. 10% of damage for those tags and all allies, I guess. Interesting, interesting. Next, unique ability is critical suppressive fire. 30% damage inflicted for 5 counts if own key is 50 or higher after using an arts card. Okay, so I see why they're giving him so much cost reduction now. Applies the following effects to self every time an ally other than this character uses an arts card. They missed a word. Uses an arts. Okay. Plus 5% of damage inflicted. Cannot be canceled. It's 4 times. Okay, so if an ally uses 4 arts cards, you're going to be getting just 20% permanent damage. Okay. 15% to critical rate, and then 2% to critical damage. So we can actually stack up to 20% critical damage. Okay. I feel like this guy could be hitting pretty hard, actually. This is going to be a character where I'm not really going to be able to say if he's going to be like really good or not until we see him actually perform. I just don't know. He seems like he'll be pretty good though, so we'll see. All right, next moving on to BUUHAN. This is only the 3rd BUUHAN we've ever gotten in the game. We had the first one ever released during the 1st anniversary. He was the green one. We had the free-to-play purple one released as well, and now we're getting this red BUUHAN. So this is a regen buff, finally, a well-deserved regen buff. All right, so this is a range type BUUHAN. I believe the free-to-play purple one was also a range type, but let's go check this guy out here. Okay, so what are these stats? Those are terrible. I'm a bit confused here. So he's a range type, but he's not doing more blast damage. Okay. I mean, his defenses are going to be pretty solid, like mid to high 160s. He's not breaking 250 to his strike attack. He's going to be mid 240s to blast attack. It's really not that. I'm telling you guys this right now, because of these stats right here, his kit is going to be insane. Because if it's not insane, this guy just sucks right off the bat. All right, he's got 2 blasts. Again, he's on regen, powerful opponent, and Majin Buu Saga. Let's go over here. Actually, let's just quickly check this. 20% of blast damage inflicted for 2 counts. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, strike is normal. Blast is sustained damage up. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10% of damage received. Okay. The blue card is the energy ball. I assume that's the massive, like, gigantic, like, blast that he does against Vegito, and Vegito knocks it back, right? Deals massive explode damage, 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts, 20% chance to inflict faint. All right. The green card is Evil Smog. Draws a Blast Arts card next. Restores key by 40. Good. 30% of blast damage inflicted for 10 counts. Obscure all enemy cards for 3 counts. Ugh. We are getting more of this, huh? All right. Okay. So we got Faint and we got Obscure. What else we got? We got Paralysis. What else we got in here? All right, main abilities. I'm done playing games with you. Draws a blue card next. Restores health by 20% and key by 50. 20% of special move damage inflicted cannot be canceled. That's a permanent buff. Seals 1 enemy card randomly, and that's it. That is definitely a bit underwhelming, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not good, but it's not horrible. 3% to blast arts damage inflicted by tag or regen. That's good. And then 35% to episode Majin Buu Saga, regen, or powerful opponent, base strike and blast during battle. That's pretty good. All right, first unique abilities, Ultimate Majin Power applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 80% damage inflicted, 30% to blast damage inflicted, 50% to reduce damage received, minus 10 to blast arts cost. That's really good. That's really, really good. Does he get card draw speed with his green card? I forget. No. So we're hoping you get card draw speed somewhere in this kit here. Nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 60 counts. The following effects occur every time this own attack is evaded with a vanishing step. own attack. So every time the enemy vanishes him. Reduces enemy key by 30. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 10 counts. Randomly destroys one enemy card. That's actually pretty good. So if you get PV, you have at least a tool to deal with the combo. The following effects occur when enemy tag switches while this character is on the battlefield. Okay, so this is the first anti-tag switch unit. 40% of damage inflicted cannot be canceled, and then reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1. Activates 3 times. I don't know. The reason why I'm saying that is because when you have a tag switch character, I feel like the best way to counter tag switches is to inflict some kind of debuff and penalty on the enemy for using their tag ability, not for you to be getting buffs, because it's like they're beating you down anyway, right? So how is this really going to stop the tag mechanic? I mean, maybe it's not designed to stop it, but I would have preferred if this like reduced their key by like 30 or something when they tagged out. That would have been much more effective, I think. Reducing Dragon Balls by 1 is definitely nice, though. All right, Destroy All Hope is the next unique ability here. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 30% damage inflicted for 15 counts. He nullifies his own unfavorable element factors for 10 counts. Activates only twice. Okay. And then he cancels enemy attribute upgrades. Oh, he's a cover change. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against strike arts attacks, and you can combo this with the blue card. Applies the following effects to self upon landing a blast arts hit. Restores health by, oh wow, okay. Restores health by 3%, restores vanishing gauge by 10%, vanishing gauge, and then draws a blast arts card next, activates twice. Activation count resets when character switches. Alright, so we got like a Vegito Blue situation with this Buhan. He's drawing blast cards when he uses blast cards. He draws 2 blast cards. Right, so yeah, he draws 2 blast cards. This is actually pretty insane, because think about this. You're gaining these effects whenever you use a blast card, and you're able to just give yourself 2 blast cards for free as long as you have 1 in your hand, right? So you're basically going to always be healing, restoring your vanish, extending the combo out. Like, this is... And don't forget, he has this effect as well. The sustained damage up effect. This guy's seeming pretty good. I think I like this Buhan a lot, actually. I do think that this guy's going to be pretty good, for sure. So in terms of damage inflicted, he's at 110% blast damage here. Then he's getting 30% here, so it's 140% blast damage there. Let's just call it that. And that's it, but he's getting draws from landing blast cards. Plus he's going to get extra damage if the enemy tags out. Okay. I think this guy's going to be good. The only difficult thing to really judge is like, because his blast stat is so bad. Like, that's going to be like 244 or something. Like that blast attack stat, I'm not a fan of that. I am really not. So that's really the one issue I have with him. But I think overall he looks really good. And I think he will be pretty good on regen and stuff like that. Especially because regen has so many ridiculous equipment for blast characters. All right, last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at the Zenkai Awakening. Let me think for the blue evil Boo. And then we'll wrap up. So this guy's getting a Zenkai Awakening. Let's go ahead and click the button here. All right. Stats are pretty good. I mean, it's not... For a Zenkai character, I wouldn't say these are exceptional. 272 blast is really nice, obviously. Defenses are okay. Strike sucks. Yeah, it's fine. Strike, blast, the blue card, guilty flash, major impact damage, 70% special move arts power. Yeah, it's really good. And then 100% chance to inflict strong poison. Green card is torrential key, life in peril, 30 key back, 100% chance to inflict strong poison upon landing a strike or blast hits card for 35 timer counts. 35% blast damage is a really, really strong buff. And then inflicts all enemies with downgrade minus 80% to health restoration. Draw a special move arts card next. 50% damage just permanently is pretty good. 50 key back, 100% chance to inflict enemy with paralyze on the main ability. Thanks. Awesome. Nice. Really good. And then this is what? Blue regen. Okay. So that actually is useful. The Z ability is pretty bad though, right? Yeah, just 20% to blast is pretty bad. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. He draws a green card. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, plus 20% of damage received for 20 counts, and then minus 1 card draw speed for 20 counts. That's a really annoying debuff. Second one, 50% to blast damage inflicted against tag regen. 30% of damage inflicted for 5 counts when this character uses an arts card while enemy is inflicted with poison or strong poison, which he can do via his green card, and I believe he also holds a strike card that has poison on it. 30% chance to damage inflicted for 5 temper counts when this character uses an arts card while enemy is inflicted with paralysis. Alright, Overflowing Evil Aura. Applies the following effects to enemy every time when faced with an enemy. Reduces key by 15. Inflicts attribute downgrade plus 10 to special arts cost for 10 timer counts. And then inflicts attribute downgrade plus 10 to special move arts cost for 10 counts. Pretty mediocre. And then here we go with the Majin of Pure Evil unique ability. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 50% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 30%, and 30% to cure recovery. This is a really good unique ability for sure. So if we just looking at this combined with the main ability, he's getting 100% damage inflicted with a stat this high of 272,000 to blast. I am definitely okay with this. Plus, he's also getting the extra damage versus regen, and his blue card is hitting like a truck. So I actually feel like this guy could be pretty good on regen for sure. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Let me know down below what you guys think of the incoming red Buhan as well as the blue Tien. And then we have the Zenkai for the blue Evil Buu as well. Again, I think this banner is releasing on the 31st or the 30th. It's definitely this weekend at some point. It's not today. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.